you don't like it, fucking leave. But you coming on here making nasty comments is only giving me views and giving me more attention. So why even waste your time? Stream hasn't even started, so how the fuck do you even know if it's even lame? Hello boss, welcome to the stream. We will get started once a few more peeps show up. Hello. I already know who that person was. I know who the person that was that said lame. Used to be an old friend of mine. They only deleted me because I kept getting people to attack their crew. But that's besides the point. This is not about who attacked who. This is about me and my cars and showing you guys what I have. Hello, Mr. Aiden. Welcome to the stream. So, this is where we're going to start off. We're going to start off right up here. I'm going to show you each and every car here, here, here. Well, you don't really need to see those because, well, you should already know what's in there. And there's nothing special to them because they're all black. So, and here, 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 here. Let's see where else. Inside the casino penthouse. Inside the facility, the hangar. And I believe that's about it. Oh, and the bunker, but the bunker only has 2 things, so not important. Am I missing anything else? Oh, and the nightclub, and the arcade, and this right here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. Hello, Patrick, welcome. I did have an update for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I put that on hold. I wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way. Alright, let's go to Office Garage number 1. Well, just keep in mind that I have around $600 million worth of vehicles. So, that's quite a lot of money. Okay, let's see, let's start over here. Alright, so we've got the Progen Emrys. I really like this livery. It goes well with black. You may notice that it has a little bit of a pearlescent blue, what makes it stand out very, very well. I had this vehicle before. I bought it, and then I won it on the podium vehicle. on the podium in the casino. So if I sell this, I won't get shit out of it, so I'm not gonna plan on selling it. The beast of all fucking supercars. This thing has an incredibly high acceleration. The Benefactor Krieger. I believe that I also won this one off of the podium as well. Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, Mr. Aiden. It's supposed to get you guys excited. This one, I don't know. I don't really like, but I bought it anyway. The reason why I don't like it is because the sound and just the way it looks. I don't know. It looks funky. But this is the Pagani Zaruso. And it's actually our very first topless supercar. Okay. We have the Grady Furia. This one, I believe, is the car that... What's his name? Anyway, the guy that you find inside the casino during the casino heist. This is his car, I believe. This one, I don't know. It looks weird. It's an old supercar. It is the Lampadati Taigon. Yeah. I don't know. Not very colorful. I mean, the black kind of makes it stand out a little better. Okay, this one here. This one's pretty old. Keep in mind, when you see my cars, they're done in a specific way. Now, unfortunately, it does not start here. I just forgot about that. But, so all of these you saw over here are supercars. Now we're on to sports cars. If you guess why they're like this, then you'll know. So, this is the BF Raptor. It's a very, very old car. The unfortunate part is you can only customize the front tire and not the back, but I guess it makes sense. So, there's that. Alright. No peeking, everyone. Okay, let's see, what is this? The Ocelot Locust. Interesting enough, if you didn't know this, I'm pretty sure that the car that this is based on is a Lotus. So if you get it, Locust, Lotus, yeah, you kind of get the similarities. I don't know, Rockstar trying to be funny, I guess. This one, more like a rally, car, I guess. I don't know, it looks weird. So, very cool, very cool. Not exciting. The Ocelot Jugular. I don't know, that sounds weird when I say it that way. Yeah, I like this paint job on my car. That's one big ass fucking logo. Hello Ridge. Hello Siza, Physics, Fuzix, Phozix, Phoenix. I don't know. Just say everything. Okay, we've got a Lampadati Komoda. Now, some of these cars that are part of the casino heist, I believe this one was part of the casino heist. I paid full price, so I didn't get the trade price for this. I mean, why would I? Look at how much money I have. I don't need trade prices. But sometimes I do try to get them anyway, just in case. So, yeah, typical blue. Nice, nice. Okay, so we've got the Overflood and Morgan. Now, keep in mind that this car is both electric and gas. The reason why I say that is because when you go very, very slow, this car is going to sound like an electric car. But the moment you keep up speed, it turns into a fuel gas car. So, interesting to note about that. But I'm sure most of you car fans probably know that. Okay, so moving on. Karen Sultan Classic. Now, this is one of my favorites because the reason why is because this is the the same model from GTA San Andreas. I mean, it's close, but not close enough, but we get what we get. But yeah, this is from the old San Andreas game. Let's see, L for car collection. Hello, Alan. Car geeks. Yeah, I guess so. And I'm in an invite, so no one will be allowed to join. Not even you car geeks. But, yeah. You may have seen this before. This is actually the same car that Venom has. I liked the way Venom had it, so I figured I would steal it. Yeah, I stole his car, you know. I went to his house and stole his car. And then it became mine, and then, yeah, I became an asshole. Anyway. But yeah, I like the car color combination, so thanks to Venom, this really turned out pretty well, so credit goes all to Venom, my alien brother. Alright, so before we start with this car, can anyone guess where this is from? I mean, come on. If you've seen the movies, you should know. The Mabutsu Penumbra FF. Want to trade? No, I don't do glitches like that. If I start trading, honestly, I'm going to be in the same position as fucking Aiden. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to be in the same position as him, and that's too much, because I don't like annoying little kids. I mean, I've got a little niece and nephew and shit like that, but I think they're more than enough to get on my damn nerves. But yes, you are correct. It is from Fast and Furious. Need for Speed? Where do you live? Underneath a damn rock? This is from Fast and Furious. Anyway, moving on. Let me just turn this way so nobody can see, even though they can probably just pause and just be like, oh, look, there's that. Okay. We've got the Grotti Italia RSX. This is probably one of the most interesting cars that I have. And the reason why I say that is because it's so well detailed compared to its real life counterpart. This, if you were at the Red Car Mate show, I think that's what it was. I can't remember when it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. About a couple weeks ago, Aiden. But this is the car that showed up. Well, one of the few cars that I had that showed up. I believe Caitlin actually said she liked the color combination with the white and the red, and then the black wheels with the red wording on the side of the tires. Interesting. This is also the car, I believe, one of the DJ drives from the recent update. I think his name is Moody Man. I don't know who come up with the name like that, but apparently he's from some guy from the 1970s. Shut the fuck up, LJT. I ain't worried about your damn bullshit. Alright, so here's one of an old car. So, since you saw all these all specifically in order, you're going to probably get how these are in order. These two cars right here are base game cars. So these are cars that have been in the game since 2013. So once you see all that, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, nothing special here, not much customization. I just keep it because it's an old car that many of my family members used to drive. So, if you don't know what this car is based off of, it's based off an El Camino. So, anyway, moving on. So, we've got the Bravado Gauntlet. Very cool color combination. Alright. Moving on. Okay, we've got the Bravado Redwood Gauntlet. Now keep in mind that this car sounds different compared to this one. This one actually has the sound of the what is that car called? I don't know what it's called at the moment, but it has very similar sound. This one I got for free because I'm a returning player from PS3. So if your account was transferred from PS3, this includes legit modded accounts, whichever one you have. You can get this car for free. It's not recommended to buy it because it's not really that good, but it is a cool nostalgic vehicle to have. We've got the Albany Virgo. I've tried to come up with various car colors combinations with this, and this was honestly the best one that I could possibly find. And the reason why I say this is because this type of car only had a very, very small amount of specific colors. You either saw either gray, light blue, like this one you see now, black, or white. You never seen any other colors. If you did, it would be very, very rare. So, these are also the stock rims, which is weird because when you buy this, okay, normally this car does have stock rims, but when you buy this car, this is the rims that it comes with. Which is weird because these are actually custom tires, so I don't know if that's like a mistake on Rockstar's end or if that was just meant to happen. Let's see, we've got a hot knife. Vapid hot knife. Now, I've had this since 2013. So, if you were one of the few people from the PS3 and you bought the collector's edition, which I have and I still have, and I don't plan on ever getting rid of it because those things are worth a lot of money, then you will recognize this vehicle. So, very nostalgic hot rod car. Okay, so moving on. Now, before I get started with this one, can you guys guess where this is from? If you've seen the movies, you should know. I haven't seen the movies, but I already know. Let me read some of these comments. Alright. Well, if you guys didn't guess, this is actually from, I believe, one of the Fast and Furious movies. It's actually Dom's car. So, if you guessed, well, you lost. Anyway. Okay, moving on. So now, let's moving on to the next garage. Hopefully I don't get stuck like I do in Red Dead. Yes, that is Dom's car, Aiden. Okay. Start over here. Okay. This one is also from a movie and a TV show. If you've ever seen it, unfortunately, it's only an American TV show, but if you've like seen like clips or heard of it, you should probably know. But this is the same vehicle, just like Dom's, but a little different. So can you guys, which TV show or movie this is from? Yes, you're correct, Aiden. This is the General Lee. Unfortunately, you cannot put the Confederate flag on top. I think I know why. It's because it replicates a very bad image for certain individuals in the world. So that's probably why. It is a part of American history, and it, you know, people. I don't know. I don't want to get in too much into it. I like the flag. I just don't like some of the things that it represents, and some of the things that it, you know, makes people do. I still think it's fucked up. But all in all, it is a great flag. So anyway, moving on. Okay, so this is about as close as I could get. This is also from a movie. So can you guys who this is? Can you guys guess who this is? The Impante Nightshade. If I had 2.2 billion, I think I'd be done with GTA. I think I would just literally sit there and grind some other game, but no, it's 222 million. But if you want to see my stats, I mean, I can show you that too. There's your 2 billion. Once that turns into 2.1, that's going to turn into a negative because I don't think Rockstar's crap like registers properly with that. So yeah. And there's my time played. Nothing special. Anyway, moving on. Hello Venom, welcome to stream, my alien brother. Well, that's the thing, Harley. Most of it's already spent. You know, honestly, if I didn't buy all this stuff, I probably would have 2 billion. But anyway, this is actually Bumblebee from, I believe, the first Transformer movie. Unfortunately, I can't put like the little things in the middle, but yeah, close enough. Well, this is nothing special because it's essentially just a armored version of the Duke over there. Oh, nothing special. Okay, so moving on. So, can you guys guess what car this is from? It's not from a movie. It's not from a TV show. It's actually a replica from another game. But can you guys guess what game this is probably from? Yes, and my stats are available to all on Social Club, so I'm not like some people who like to hide shit. I don't like hiding stuff. If people want to accuse me of shit, then I just say, well, go look at my stats. Because honestly, I don't have anything to prove to anyone. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. But anyway. Oh, you're okay, Venom. It's no big rush. I figured I would try to get this out of the way. But anyway, this is actually the Cuban Hermes from Vice City. There is another version that you can make, and it's Doc Hudson. So if you've ever seen the Cars movie, you can make Doc Hudson from this car. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. This is one of my favorites. I actually found this one, I either found it on Twitter or Instagram. I don't remember. But I wish I could give credit to the person who made it. I don't know their name anymore, so if anybody has seen this and knows who it is, I give credit to that person that I don't know of, so I apologize to that person if I don't remember your name. I believe it may be one of my followers, I don't remember. But credit goes to that person. But this car looks so well. The rims go pretty well, the color looks pretty sleek. So, I love this car. Okay, moving on. So, you guys should know this car. If you've ever seen any, like, car-based movies, you should recognize this car. Even the name gives it away. Because the name of this car in the game is very similar to the name in the specific movie. So, I don't know how long this stream's gonna last because there's still a lot more to do. But, I don't think so. That's why I want to try to get this out of the way just in case he does. As far as I know, I don't think he has one planned. At least I don't think he does. But this is Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. So if you remember the famous car that he loved, this is that car. Anyway, moving on. Okay, here we go. Alright, we've got a Vapid Dominator GTX. Yeah, he's right, Aiden. There's nothing there. Every bit of his Red Dead streams that were there are now gone. Because I'm pretty sure he had some available this week, and unless something changed, unless something came up. Yeah, Skinhead Neotella. But, I don't know. I don't really like this color. I like the rims, but the color, I don't know. I'm gonna try to work on this car some more. If you guys like the car, then tell me. If not, yeah, I can change it. But, yeah. Alright, moving on. So we've got the Declasse Impaler. Now, this is also a replica from a TV show. This is the TV show that recently ended, I believe, last year. I believe it had 15 seasons, so I think it started back in 2003, if I'm correct. But do you guys know what car this is? Well, if you guessed Supernatural, aka Dean and Sam Winchester, this is their car. Even though it is a two-door, but theirs is the four-door, this is the closest I could get. So hopefully Rockstar will actually add the full version of this car. The four-door sedan version. If you've ever played The Crew 2, I believe they actually do have the four-door sedan version. Alright, moving on. We've got the Declasse Tulip. This is more like a 1970 car. I really like it. It's got old Mustang rear lights, or either that or it's a Cutlass. I don't remember. It looks almost like a Cutlass, to be honest. I think it's a Cutlass in the back, and then the front, shit, I don't even remember. Yeah, anyway. Alright, moving on. So we've got a racing car here, the Shyster Deviant. Now keep in mind that this color combination is also in real life as well. So this color combination exists in real life as well. Very interesting. We've got the De Clase Vamos. I can't remember why I did this. I think it's from a movie or a TV show. Yeah, I don't remember. Here is my babies. My babies right here. Alright. So, there are two versions of this car. Two colors. Okay. There's the red one, a yellow one, but with the yellow one has black stripes instead of white, and this one has white stripes instead of black. And I've got to charge my controller. Give me 1 second, guys. So, if you guys can guess where this is from, it's not from a movie, it's not from a TV show, it's actually from a game, and it's a very, very old game. This is a game that you've probably never heard of or ever seen, but it is a Ubisoft game, so if that maybe helps, that might actually give you some ideas. This car is actually on the front cover. Like, if you've ever heard of Driver Parallel Lines, it's an old Ubisoft game. It was made by Ubisoft Reflections, because Ubisoft bought Reflections. But now it's called Ubisoft Reflections. I don't even think it's called that now anymore, but this car that you see here was on the front of the box cover. Until this day, Driver Parallel Lines is one of my most favorite games from the Driver series. There's Driver 1, Driver 2, Driver 3, Driver Parallel Lines, and I think there's like a handheld driver game as well. But the yellow version is from Driver San Francisco, which is their latest installment on the PS3. I think I still have them all except for Driver Parallel Lines. I have to go to an old antique store and hope that they have it, because this game you cannot even find. You can't find it anywhere. I've looked everywhere. So, yeah. Alright, moving on. We've got the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. You guys may recognize this from another movie. It is actually the undercover spy from the second Cars movie. I tried to get his color as close as I could to his, but I think this, it may be just the lighting in here, but yeah, this is pretty much him. Alright, moving on. Okay, we got a bunch of classics up here. Okay, I'm sure you guys may recognize this one. This one was also in a previous car show. If you've ever seen the Cars movies, you should recognize this car. This is actually the Dinoco, the King. And it's also a replica of a real-life race car as well. In real life, this is also a race car. So, yeah. I believe that this car show was Hold on, let me look. Right here. Right in that area. And then the red car show, I think, started over here. And then we went, like, somewhere up here. Yeah, anyway. Very interesting. So we've got an inverter. I can't even say that. Invertiero. Coquette Classic. This was also an old car from the PS3. Very interesting. Nothing special. This is the same car pretty much, so don't need to go through that. Let's see, we've got the Benefactor Sterling GT. So, very interesting. We've got... Now, I like these rims. Like, why can't we have some of these stock rims that you see? Like, we had that one over there, but this one we don't have. Anyway, we got Inverto, Coquette, Blackfin. Okay, we've got a Declasse Mamba. Now, if you don't know what this is based off of, this is based off the Ford Cobra. I mean, it's a very nice car. It recently got some livery, so before this car came out, this car didn't have anything. So it finally got some liveries. We've got the Pegassi Infernus Classic. This is the same Infernus, I believe, that is from, I think, Vice City? Is it Vice City? Yeah, Vice City. Yeah, this is definitely from the one from Vice City. I really like it. It's very cool. Very nostalgic. Alright, moving on to the next garage. Let me read some comments here in a minute. Why would you ask me that? That's a bit weird and odd and random. Alrighty. We've got a Turismo Classic, Roddy Turismo Classic. Patrick's a geek. Yeah, I believe this one's the one from San Andreas. Yeah, this is the one from San Andreas. We've got Grotti Cheetah Classic. This one's from, I believe, Vice City as well. It's a mixture of Vice City and San Andreas. The Torero. Actually, no, I think this one's the one from Vice City, because this one looks pretty close. I think that other one was probably from... I don't know where that one was from. Maybe GTA 3. Anyway, we've got the Torero. We've got the Dubashi Rapid GT Classic. Oh, that's the thing. I don't have a favorite car. These are all my favorite cars because I put so much money into them. The Ocelot Swinger. Now, this livery, I don't think you can get anymore. So, if you didn't get it the time that it was given, I don't think you can get this anymore. So, this is very rare. You're not going to see many people have this on this car. So, we've got the Lampadati Viserys. Very interesting. This is also a weaponized vehicle as well. You can put machine guns on the top. But this doesn't have machine guns, so it's not weaponized. Honestly, I don't recommend putting the machine guns on here because it's a waste. It's a waste of money. But yeah. Alright, moving on to the next garage, next floor. We've got the Karate GT 500. This is one of the best looking cars I have, to be honest. Like, the colors in the middle go so well with the silver and gray. And the rims are pretty spot on. So I really like this. We've got the Karen 190Z. Funny enough, I went to work one day and I actually saw something like this. Although it wasn't this color, it was more like a beige, like a beige peach color. I took a picture of it because I was really fascinated by it. So, interesting. Let's see. This is the car that I take whenever I feel like I want to fuck off and say fuck the world and listen to fucking Beach Boys. You're gonna probably see my old gamer tag right there. Unfortunately, I can't remove that. I don't know why. Rockstar won't let me. I figured if I made a ticket asking them if they could just remove the plates from every car, I feel like if I do that, they're gonna probably fuck something up. Because I know Rockstar, they end up fucking shit up. They even make shit worse. So... But yeah, so we've got a taxi. So if anybody needs a taxi ride, I've got you covered. That'll be $2, by the way. It ain't free. Ain't nobody works for free. Alright. We've got a Dubashi JB700W. Now this is the same car that you see in the base game. The only difference is I don't know why Rockstar did this, honestly. It was pretty dumb. But there are two versions of this car, and I'll show you. I believe it's on here. If I can find it. Okay, here's the one that you see in story mode. Okay, this is the normal one, non-weaponized, even though the one in story mode was weaponized. So what I think they should have done is just gave this one abilities to be able to shoot. Of course, they don't need the powerful shotgun shells that it had in story mode. But they have all the code in the game to be able to get this to work. Now, why did they do that? I don't fucking know. Probably to get people to buy shark cards. We all know how they are. But here's the one that you see in online. Wherever it's at. Wait, is it here? Anyway, I can't find it, so anyway. But yes, this one is also not weaponized. I had it weaponized, but I took it off because I didn't like it. But yeah. Yes, Ridge, stop moaning, please. I don't want to hear it. Moaning is not going to get you anywhere, and it never gets you what you want. If you moan, Ridge, I will have to do something you're not gonna like, and that's timing you out. And I know you don't like that, so stop moaning. You should have respect for Neo, because he's probably taking a break, he's chilling. Like, I decided to stream so you guys could enjoy something. You should respect that. But if you can't, then we can always change that later. So. Because keep in mind, look how many mods I have in there. All it takes is one of them to time you out. So if you continue to moan, they will do what needs to be necessary. One thing I don't tolerate is moaning. You want to moan? Go find someone to cry on the shoulder, because it's not going to be mine, it's not going to be my mods, and it's not going to be anyone else I know. Because I'm not going to feel sorry for you. Anyway. Anyway, moving on. I don't know why I bought this car. I guess I liked it because of the livery, because you see Pussycat. One of my friends actually saw this and they thought it was so funny. So, I got it just for her. But I don't think that person's my friend anymore, but anyway. It's Maxwell Asbo. What is this thing classified as? It's a compact. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we've got another car. So, I'm sure you guys recognize this car. Now, I did not pay for this car. I got it for free. But, can you guys know what this car is from? Moaning will get you kids. God, don't even go there. I don't need kids. Maybe go watch some Fortnite Ridge. Anyway, if you've ever seen the first Cars movie, you should recognize this guy. This is Luigi, I believe. The Fiat 500. The one that owns the tire company in the Radiator Springs. Cute little guy. And his little buddy, Guido. I hope they actually add... Since they added this, I hope they actually add like a little forklift to represent Guido. Because Guido's probably the one of like the little coolest little vehicles in the movie. Alright. Okay, so this one right here, there are two versions. Unfortunately, I kept this one because I saw this one on Instagram or Twitter as well. I really liked it, so I went with it. Actually, no, I think this was... No, this was the thing that Rockstar made, so I stole their idea. So props to Rockstar for that color combination. This one is also the Herbie car. So if you go all white and then you put the specific livery, you'll make Herbie. And this is also the same car that Bumblebee was first becoming. Because in the Bumblebee movie, this is what he becomes. He is essentially a beetle. And then after that, he transforms into that Camaro down there. And then after that, like after a few movies more, he turns into an actual modern Camaro. So imagine if these guys were real. I would totally love to have these guys as friends. Like, you literally have an alien, an actual, like, space alien as a friend. Sitting there trying their hardest to protect you. Anyway. I like this as well. It's kind of a waste, to be honest. Because when you put a car on here, it doesn't stay. I mean, it has a winch, so it should... I mean, in story mode, they have vehicles that have winches, so this should work. I mean, they have the tools and the coding to get this winch to work. But I don't know. Anyway. And yeah, we've got these two things, so anyway, moving on. Alright, so that's everything from this garage. So if you guys want me to continue or separate this in parts, I can also do that, or I can do it all in one go. So which would you guys prefer? Get a vehicle. Make sure I get a vehicle from the office, so that way you don't see a vehicle that you haven't seen yet.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Office garage, office garage. Let's call this.
I'll bring it by.
So, do you guys want to see more cars? Because if we do, we're going to be heading right here. Okay, we'll head here first since, Alright. Okay, that's weird. I didn't know this t-shirt had an illuminating effect. Is it me or are you guys seeing the same fucking thing? Anyway. Alright, we've got a pink limousine here. The Mammoth Patriot Stretch. Very, very interesting. What is it? Alright, let's move on. Okay, I'm not gonna go to the basement level 1 because those have all of my, delivery weaponized vehicles, so I don't think we need to see those. So let's go ahead and move here. Now, I try to keep them as good as I can, Patrick. I mean, they're not modded. These are all legitimate colors. So, yeah. Okay, this is all a bunch of supercars. So you remember in the first office garage that we went to, you'll notice that there was supercars in the first section. These are the supercars that are in the beginning. Now, if you look very, very closely, you see you have a Vapid Bullet, an Adder, Zentorno, Osiris, T20. The reason why you see them like this is because each car category, so super, sports, muscle, class, sports classics, etc., they are all done in a specific way. So they're done by class and the release date, meaning what day they actually came out. So, for instance, these two have been in the game since day one. So it makes sense for these to go first. This car right here, the Zentorno, was the very first supercar that was part of a DLC. So that's probably why you see them in order. You've got the Osiris, T20, etc. Anyway, let's move on. So we've got a Ford GT, or Bullet, Vapid Bullet. Very, very cool. One of my favorite cars. Probably one of the best base game sounding cars. Very interesting. We've got the Truffade Adder. Very, very interesting. I actually like this car as well. It's got a good sound. Um, a Pegasus internal. So this is one of the few pink cars that you're gonna see that I have. I hardly even have pink cars, so this is one of the few. I'm pretty sure I had more pink colors you probably want. I think the only downside is the headlights are red. So, yeah. Um, this one, I believe, is a crew color. I'm pretty sure this is a crew color. Because I believe this is the main color is a crew color, and it's like got like a purplish whitish pearlescent. So it makes this car really, really stand out. Unfortunately, I don't remember the hex code, so if you know it, then go for it if you want it, but I don't remember the hex code for it. So, very, very interesting. We've got a T20. This is probably one of the best supercars that we've had since it came out. Like, it was the top #1 supercar. Like, it was able to beat its predecessor, its competitor, the Adder. So very, very interesting because these two were mainly competing against each other in racing games. You got a McLaren and then a Bugatti over there. So very, very interesting. And then you've got this is a Pagani. This is a Pagani, by the way. Though it's another car that was competing. Okay, so this one is very, very specific. This one is actually, I don't know if you guys remember back in 2013. Thank you for the like, Yancy. Good to see you again, by the way. It's been a while since I've seen you, so good to see you again. How are you doing, my friend? But moving on. Back in 2013, Rockstar was doing a sweepstakes for a real-life version of this car. So Rockstar and I believe West Coast Customs, I believe it's who made it. They actually made a real-life Bravado Banshee. Now this car you cannot find anymore. It's actually part of a car collecting show. So you're not gonna find this car anymore. Because someone actually won, like, I remember the story. The person who won actually signed up his mom, and his mom won, so it made it his mom's car and not his. Because I don't think he was old enough to get the car, so he put it in his mom's name. And his mom actually won. But she couldn't take it anymore, so she sold it, and then some guy bought it. Because this car is about worth $160,000 in real life. So, very, very interesting. But, yeah. This car is now, you're not going to find it. So, pretty sad. It's kind of like the Call of Duty Jeeps that they made, like the Modern Warfare Jeep Cherokee they made. Yeah, you're not going to hardly find that anymore either. Okay, we've got Karen Sultan RS. This is the same Sultan from GTA 4. So very, very similar. I really, really like that. This one, I don't like this color anymore. It's so old. I've had this color since I bought the car, funny enough. And you see Venom's logo right there. Worked perfectly well with it, too. This is a 2017 Ford GT. A very cool car. I've had it for a very long time. We've got the Fistern 811. This is based off the one of the Porsche cars. I don't remember the model. I would say it, but I might get it incorrect. But yeah. And then of course we've got the Grotti X80 Proto. This was also another beast of a car as well. So very, very interesting. Alright, moving on. Let's see. Level 3. Oh, you gotta also think about how much it costed Rockstar to have it built anyway, because I think the car itself probably cost around 200 and something $1,000 just to make. But if you're a really huge fan of the Vipers, like the Dodge Viper, that's the rarest car you're gonna ever get to. But yeah, all right, moving on. So we've got the Pegassi Reaper. I've had this car. Now this color you see is a glitch. So if you actually look very, very closely, you can tell the little sparkles in it. I like that. I don't know why this isn't a feature in the game. Like, this makes cars really, really stand out. Like, look at that shit sparkle. But yeah, this is a matte metallic glitch, which I don't think it works. I mean, it works, but you have to do it a specific way now. So, very, very interesting. Let's see, we've got the Ulcelet Penetrator. This is also an old version of a supercar. I think this came out during the Nightclub DLC. So very, very interesting. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that came after that, but okay, whatever. I'll have to check that because I don't think that's in the right place. But we've got the Pegassi Tempesta, one of the decent looking cars. I leave the spoiler off because it looks better. I didn't really like a whole lot of the spoilers as well. So, very interesting. Okay, so here you're going to be like, okay, well, why does he have two of the same car? Well, see, here's the thing. They may be the same car, but they're not. And I'll explain why. So, this one is the standard version. This is the normal version. You see how this has a retractable spoiler? I like that. So I have a pink one, and then I have a blue one. But this one here is the custom. But see, the problem is, there's no retractable spoiler. So that's why I have both. But keep in mind that this one is actually a tad bit better. So if you look at the difference between the stats, you see the traction is a little over 5, almost over 5. But this one is still at 4. So, very, very interesting. Alright, moving on. Alright, we've got the Progen Italia GTB Custom. Now, unfortunately, this one I do not have another version. I don't plan on buying it. So, but yeah, I don't really like this car, to be honest. And the reason why I don't like it is because of this. This looks so fucking shitty, in my opinion. Like, why couldn't the exhaust go at the bottom? Like where those things are? Like, I don't like the way those exhaust pipes are at. That looks so retarded. But yeah, we've got a Progen GP1, one of my most favorite cars. Very, very interesting. A Dubashi Wagner. This one's a very, very interesting car. I love this car. Oscillate XA21. I've had this one for a long time as well. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the Gradi Vision one of the other pink cars I have. So, alright, let's move on to another part. Alright. So we've got Coil Cyclone, another pink car. I think Venom might be getting excited with all these pink cars. Very, very, very cool. This is also an electric car as well. We've got the Ubermacht SC1. Very, very interesting. We've got the Overflod All-Torch. So, the Cheval Tapon. Excuse me. And here's one of my another favorite cars. The Overflod Entity XXR. Based off in Kenoseg. I don't know if I said that correctly, but yeah. We've got the Pegassi Tesseract. This is an all-electric supercar as well. We've got the Overflod Tyrant. Very, very cool. That's some big-ass fucking tires for a car. Principe Devastate 8. Very, very cool. But those exhaust pipes, like, that's fucking mad. Like, you would think, like, something like that had, like, boost or something from that. It's fucking crazy. Alright, we've got the Truffade Thrax, which I believe came out during the casino update. It was actually the first podium vehicle that we got. Unfortunately, I don't think I won it. I don't think I did. I'm not sure. But this livery that you see, you cannot get this anymore. So if you didn't get it when it came out, you cannot get this anymore. It is pretty much gone and over with. But it does stand out with the black, so that's what I like. It stands out pretty well. We've got the NS S80RR. This is actually a one-seater, so you see right there, only one seat. It's actually one of the first few one-seater supercars that we have, if I'm correct. And the same for this livery. This is also a livery that you cannot get anymore as well. So, if anyone asks, oh, how do you get that? Well, you already know the answer. You can't anymore. So, please do not ask that question because it will probably just get ignored. So, alright, well, that's it from here, I believe, except for the Terabyte. But that has my Oppressor Mark II. Alright, so do you guys want me to continue? Do you want to stop here and do another part later? I know that Aiden is getting ready to watch some football here very soon, so I believe that he may be already doing that already, actually. So I might actually just end it here, guys, and do another part later. I will have to change the title, obviously. So, if you guys want me to keep going, I will, but I'll probably go ahead and end it anyway. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end it. So this will be part 1. I'm going to try to separate this because it will take quite a while. So, I hope you guys really enjoyed the cars that you saw. I tried my best to keep them as clean as possible. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode of the car collection. See you guys later. Peace out.